Hi, great morning. It is June the 3rd today. So, took Mr. Max out for his walk this morning, but he didn't want to walk. He was, he'd go about 3-4 steps and he'd stop and look at me. He'd go 3 or 4 more steps and he'd stop and he'd look at me. Like, it's too hot already this morning. I don't feel like it. So, not his perky self this morning wanting to go walk, huh? Yeah, right, Mr. Max. Is that right, Mr. Max? He gave me a kiss. He says, yes, that's right. Kisses, Mommy. Yeah, kisses, Mommy. So anyway, this morning, I'm going to do a 6 Sense Oracle card, Messenger Oracle, and one from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. And we'll see what the universe is going to point to this morning. And then I think before I get started doing readings for the day, I'm going to go and see if I can catch the groomer, if she's in today, see if I can get an appointment for Mr. Max. And then I've got to get to the post office and mail out some CDs. Abundance. On my little plant, I trimmed it back yesterday and cut off the leaves that were yellowed on the bottom because it was going to just get too high and too sparse. Anyway, so my little flowers are starting to bloom again. So, put him back here so he can get a little sun this morning. There we go. Yeah, that little plant is doing well in here. So, let's see what we have. First card was Abundance. And the second one coming out is Honor Gaia. Last is Orphaned. Orphaned. So we're going to look at a little bit here and see what it is saying about orphaned. Orphan can be a sense of loss, identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. Okay. Yeah, this one is different. It's got relationship message, prosperity message, or protection messages. Okay. So we're all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island. It's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. And this is kind of what we were talking about yesterday, so I guess this is ongoing. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. Sometimes, when you feel orphaned, sometimes it's the start of a spiritual search, okay? So if you are starting a spiritual search, a really good place to start is with Gaia, with nature, with abundance. I know trees were one of my first things in spiritual search, which really was keying into how much trees give, They're there for the long haul, okay? Trees have seen a lot of history go by. And trees are always, they're offering shade, they're offering their wood, their being to, help to create houses for us. So many things come from trees, okay? And what are trees asking of you? Just take care of Gaia, honor Gaia, okay? Again, if you're feeling alone, get in contact with nature as well. Like the exercise that we did before where I had you feel yourself as a flower, or you can feel yourself as a tree, or how does it feel to be a waterfall versus a stagnant pond? All of these things can be explored, okay? And it helps to give you a connection, a starting connection, and then see where you go, okay? So it's time, honor Gaia. Again, Gaia, look at how much it gives us. Gaia gives us air for breathing. Again, it gives us raw materials for cooking. It gives us food. It gives us oxygen through the air, through the plants. So many things that Gaia gives us. If it weren't for Gaia, we couldn't sustain here, okay? There would be no planet, okay? Okay? There would be no planet. So if you appreciate your life here, you need to take care of the mother that gives everything, okay? So, again, look at Gaia. It continues to give and continues to give and continues to give. But it does reach a point where even Gaia could feel orphaned if we're not taking care of it, okay? We don't want Gaia to feel orphaned, If you take something, give something back. Take care of Gaia and see all the abundance that it gives us, okay? Another thing, if you're feeling orphaned and you're feeling, again, a bit on the depression, spend more time in nature, okay? Spend more time in nature and see where the beauty of it is, okay? So if it's time for you to find a new collective tribe, do that. If you're feeling pushed out, not understood where you're at now, then look for a place where you do feel like you belong, okay? There will be somewhere out there where you belong. Excuse me. So continue to find your place where you belong. And always know that, again, Gaia and the trees, etc., are giving us a lot of abundance. Look at all the fruits and things that come from trees, nuts, fruits, all these things that the trees give us. So it's important to do that. But again, if you see, I like that Orphaned. Oh, I never noticed that before. Okay, Orphaned, she's sitting in a nest on the top of this. Now you can't see in this light here, but it's a nest up there, and then in this rocky thing there is a face in there, the face of Gaia. See, even in that, Gaia is supporting her in a nest, gives it a place to build. Okay, even there, Gaia is supporting. So I never saw that before in this card, that it's got that rocky stand-in, but it's got a very light face inside of it. Okay. So yeah, it also, if you feel poor, orphaned, maybe you get inside of the pity party, okay, and you want to start beating the pity party drum, the oh woe is me cycle, okay. The oh woe is me cycle does nothing to help your situation to move you forward, okay. So do something that's beneficial. If people are in the pity party, in the depression mode, I tell them you need to find 3 things in a day that you're grateful for. And start writing a little journal of the things, your gratitude journal, the things you're grateful for. Because the more you start entering into gratitude, the less of the pity party is going to be there, okay? So that's a good way to start to pull yourself out of the pity party. Honor Gaia. Maybe go out and do some cleaning, if you want to pick up stuff and clean, or whether it's planting, doing some planting, some gardening, getting yourself in the soil, okay, to do something to take your focus off of your pity party drama that's going on for the time. Whatever it is, this too will pass, okay. Don't let yourselves get so wrapped up in the pity party that you can't see the beauty around you, okay. It's like here, where I'm living now, is basically, there went one of my earrings. It just went slow. My earring backing just went down my boobs. No, I was really getting something down there. Yeah, don't let the pity party rob you of your sense of being. Again, get out there and enjoy some nature. Take a walk. Do the gratitude journal. And then, you can move forward. I think we all, at one time or another, have gone through the grand pity party. And we beat that drum and want to, complain to people, well, woe is me, for a time. But, again, it's time to let it go and find yourself a new tribe and focus on something grander than yourself. Okay, that also can help you to pull out of the pity party and the poor me saga as the stomach turns, the soap opera, And again, then be willing to move forward. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this has helped someone out there. And now I gotta find, where did my, aha, found it. Here's my earring. Yeah, because that the woe was me cycle and the pity party cycle is not a fun place to be. Okay, you're grander than that. So let's start to move forward and move out that saga. So I'm going to leave this here so I can get my earring back on, and then I can get going before it gets too warm, and hopefully I can catch the groomer. Hopefully they're in today, and I want to get those CDs out right away, that music. And just spend a little time. I'm so happy to have my car back, but you know, it's been 6 months since I've seen my car. I got in it and I'm like, almost like a new car where you have to find where everything's at again. I had to reprogram the radio and all of that stuff. I had to reprogram everything. And then I'm sitting there looking for, the seat adjustments and all this other stuff in my car. It was like, oh my God. Yeah. So that was interesting, but it feels so funny, you're in this van for 6 months sitting up high, and now I'm in my car and you sit lower and you just feel like, oh, but I do enjoy my car. It's not a new car by any means. It's a 2012, and it's a Camry hybrid. So I do enjoy that it's really good on gas, and it's quiet, and it's smooth, and they keep sending those things. Don't you want to trade your car in? No, I don't want to trade my car in. Why would I do that? They do all they can to try to get you into pay mode again. But I love my little car. I don't need another one. Why would I do that? Okay. Yeah, no. Toyotas will run forever if you keep up your oil changes and stuff on them. Keep up the maintenance. They'll just go forever. And that's something I've got to do with this one. I've got to get it in for an oil change. So now that I have my car, I can do that, because to get the oil change, I kind of have to leave it there for a while. And I want to be able to have a place to be while they're doing that. So anyway, that will get better. So I'm going to leave this here. Take Mr. Max, and we're going to go out, and maybe I'll treat myself to a Starbucks coffee. I haven't had one of those in forever. And then I'll come back and do some reading. So thank you for tuning in. Much love and light to everyone. I hope you enjoyed the new music that was on there, the tea and meditation time. It has a little bit of the Chinese feel with it as well, so something a little different. Thanks for tuning in. Love and light. See you all soon.